Oh!
I'm glad to see you.
I'm sorry I'm late. Were you about to give up on me?
No, I was going to leave a message downstairs. How did things go with the doctor? Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. But are you all right? I thought we were going to have dinner before the reception.
Something came up and I left the office in the middle of the day. I forgot my mail and my briefcase.
Must have been important.
I'll explain it to you on the way.
Meyson, do they have something to do with those threatening letters? Oh, come on, tell me. I can see that something's upsetting you. What is it?
I found out today that my mother is dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened?
Admittedly, they're very sexy.
Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in?
Me? I'm not in any trouble. You see, the DA is going to be the one in trouble because he's managed to misplace important evidence.
I need those boots to prove my case against Brick, whether or not you had them rehealed.
Well, why don't you tell me something I don't know?
Well, why don't you be nice, take off the boots and give them to me before I lose my temper and murder you?
I'll be happy to take off the boots and give them to you, but you got to promise to take me to the reception for Dr.
Well,
Nichols
I'll take you to the reception. I'll take you to the reception.
And introduce me to every person.
I'll introduce you to the Pope before they get those boots for me.
All right. At least you can try. You see, I have a newspaper in there to fit my little tootsies in.
Don't even think it. What did you tootsies swell up to fill the boot?
Used to say I had very sexy feet.
Anyone's would be with peanut butter in between your toes. Would you put this cement in these things?
Oh, Keith. A real man would have a lot more than my boots off by now.
I don't know why you want to rub noses with those society types. It probably isn't all you want to rub, is it?
Just give me about 20 minutes and I'll be ready.
I need the other boot. The one the lab found the sand in.
I know, that's the one I'm keeping until you bring me back from the reception.
We had a deal.
And I'm perfectly willing to conclude the deal. That is, after we've rubbed elbows with the creme de la creme of Santa Barbara. Come on, we'll have a good time.
I can call the police.
Yeah, right. That's going to look really good. You're running around chasing your secretary, trying to get evidence from her that you should never have let out of your sight.
I want the boat!
You take one step closer to me, and you scream at me one more time, and I'm going to scream bloody murder. The police are going to come in here, and I'm going to tell them you framed Brick. See you in a few minutes, sweetheart.
I can't believe you throw me out of Dr. Nicholas's office like I'm a 5-year-old.
Just trying to protect you, kitten.
Daddy, I am a grown woman. I don't need your protection.
Evidently you do, if you're still interested in Jeffrey Conrad.
What, so now you're going to dictate to me who I should like and dislike?
Just a minute. Now, that boy has neglected to tell us in all the months he was here that he is Mason's half-brother. He admitted he hates Mason and the rest of this family.
You know, what no one seems to understand is maybe Jeffrey had a reason for feeling the way he does.
I don't give a damn what his reason is. I really don't, and you shouldn't either. He's talking about your family.
Daddy, I am not going to turn my back on the family, and I'm not going to turn my back on Jeffrey either. I owe him. We all owe him for what he's done for us.
Kelly...
When I saw you rushing out, I was afraid something terrible had happened.
It has.
How long did you expect this to go on? I mean, eventually Mason would have discovered that he was your half-brother.
Yeah, I didn't want him to know yet.
Kelly has known for a long time. Think of the pressure she's been under, keeping this from her family. Now, this is best, Jeffrey. It's best for the two of you that this come right out in the open, right now.
Look, I don't think I'm up to seeing the Capitals at the reception this evening. Would you mind if I bowed out?
Very much. I really want you there as my assistant. And being my assistant, I want you to cut a rather dapper image. Think this will come in handy?
Wait, you bought that?
Do you like it?
Yeah, of course I do. I mean, it's very thoughtful of you, but I...
You can. Of course you can. Please come. I want you to shelve your feelings the evening. Because when I make this announcement, it will completely overshadow all of the problems that you have with the Capwell.
You're right. I don't mean to dwell on it tonight. I know how important it is.
Good. And it's important for you too, Jeffrey. You are very much a part of this project. And tonight will change the lives of everyone.
Anyway, the guy's name is Wallace. He owns this bar, Johnny. One of the Dakota Street girls just, like, decked him right upside the head. I was wondering who would do something like that.
You got me.
Well, obviously said he wasn't interested, and that's why she did it.
Well, it's certainly grabbing the bull by the horns.
Well, who's working in that area anyway? I used to know this girl, Dolores. She doesn't work there anymore. You wouldn't happen to know, would you?
Like, why are you busting my chops about this? I already told you, honey. I don't know who being the guy.
Sorry, I just thought maybe you might know.
Hey, how about I buy you a drink?
I'm just about ready to go.
Or that's even better. We could have the drink up at my place.
Look, honey, I don't think you need a girl. I think you need some aspirin and a nap.
Oh, come on. Now, look, I got money, if that's what you're worried about.
Why don't you give the lady a break, pal?
What are you, a pimp? Hey, look, I'm willing to pay the price.
Do yourself a favor and bug off. Can I talk to you, please?
I could have handled this.
Oh, sure you could. You know, I should have known that you were dead set on getting yourself into some kind of trouble. Hey, buddy, listen. Let go of me. Hey, listen, buddy. You don't want to... Hey, listen. Now you've done it. Oh, you hurt my arm. I'm going to hurt it worse if you don't calm down. Now, calm down.
This is police business.
I know.
You can handle this guy, Christine?
No problem, Inspector.
Hey, I'm not into that kind of stuff.
Oh, can you give me a little time to dry out, friend?
See.
She's a cop.
Christine is one of our best undercovers.
Oh, great. Now I feel like a real idiot. I was asking all these questions about the girl that was hassling Brick.
I know. I was watching.
You were watching me make a fool out of myself?
Eden, I warned you to stay out of this. I told you were going to get yourself in trouble. You did something on your own.
Great. Now I get to hear the I told you so.
You just stumbled into the middle of a vice operation. We weren't even going for that guy. Now we're going to have to start again some other night.
Sorry. Forgive me.
When we get home, I'm going to take you over my knee.
Well, you're going to pay for that one. Let's go.
I can't go right now. I'm waiting for somebody who actually may be able to help us find something out about the Dakota Street girl.
Who?
She's a madam, and she's in a position to talk.
A real madam?
You know, you should stick around. You might be able to pick up some pointers. I mean on your wardrobe.
Do you feel like getting slugged twice in one evening,
The doctor give you any reason why he waited so long to tell you?
I'm not sure he wanted to tell me even today.
Yes, but he did.
Only because Kelly was twisting his arm.
What does he want?
I've been asking myself that all afternoon.
Mason, if Jeffrey is the one who's been sending you those threatening letters, and he's got to tell
No, I don't think so. I find it highly unlikely that after hanging around town this long, he would just now start to send threatening letters. He's had plenty of time to do something dastardly. That's what he wanted to do.
But you said before that he was vengeful.
Yeah, I can't deny that. Maybe he's jealous because I had advantages growing up he didn't have.
If he is not his father, he is not a papa, why should he have those advantages?
All I know for sure is that Jeffrey Conrad was not forthright about his reasons for coming to Santa Barbara. I wish I'd known her a little better. You know, when you're little, the things you plan to do with your life are limitless. As you grow older, you slowly realize that you're not going to be able to embrace all the career goals that you had planned. But I never ever gave up hope of having my mother back again. Of sitting down and hearing her stories, telling of mine, and one more time seeing that look of approval on her face. That's the one thing that I truly, vividly remember about her. I think I've manufactured a lot of memories over the years. Sometimes they're hard to tell from reality. I do know for a fact that she was patient and loving. Dad always said that she drank too much. In such one way I followed in her footsteps. No, we need to go to that reception.
No, you don't have to go anywhere. Meyson, you just found out that your mother died. You need some time for yourself.
I'll be fine.
Please, Meyson, Jeffrey is going to be at the reception.
I'm not going to hide my head in the sand.
That second letter said specifically that tonight there was going to be trouble.
Then tonight will prove that there's no cause for alarm. I'm touched by your concern, but I'm not going to hide this for you. Not from Jeffrey, not from whoever's trying to intimidate. Even if they turn out to be one and the same.
You don't seem to be listening to me. I need $750,000 and I need it right away. Tomorrow at the latest, and I don't care about the rules, the regulations, or your 3-day penalty wait. This is an emergency.
Right.
Mr. C.C. Capwell, to whom am I speaking? What is your position, Mr. Engel? Okay, well, I suggest you follow my wife's request and take the money out of our market value account in cash. Yes, Mr. Engel, I realize $750,000 is a lot of money, but not much compared to what we have invested in your bank. Now, I would suggest if you don't have the money ready for my wife in 3 hours, I will remove Capwell and Capwell Enterprises funds from your bank on Monday morning. Now, so we can cooperate together. So we can step on to your machine. I'm not going to that. I don't know. Spend one more night there either.
Jeffrey, you've met my assistant, Jeffrey Conrad. It's very important to my research. Hello, Jeffrey. I don't suppose I can bribe you into telling me what Dr. Nicholas has up to. That all depends on what you're up to. I don't think you can. When are you going to spill the beans, Alex? All too clear, Jennifer. All too clear. Well, goodness, it's all homework. No bar separating us this evening, Mr. Finney.
Well, don't take it personally. He throws everybody in jail eventually.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. Nicholas, I'd like you to meet Gina Capwell, and this is Attorney Finney. I'm honored. You know, I understand you're going to make an answer concerning a scientific breakthrough. Do you know? Well, you see, people are talking about it, Jeffrey.
Everybody's been talking about you ever since you came to Santa-Barbara. I read an article on you. They called you a modern-day Louis Pasteur.
Oh, you must have been doing your research in this Capwell. That's a very old article.
Oh, just browsing through the library and I came across it.
I gotta make it stop.
Who's stopping you?
So, you were married to my good friend Fifi.
Right.
Yeah, she has a penchant for marrying a friend woman's wife. But you've been divorced for quite some time now, right?
Well, let me put it this way. The ink wasn't yet dry on the divorce papers before he handed over the keys to the china cabinet to the new Mrs. Capwell.
Okay.
But let's not talk about my assets. I'd much rather talk about you. What are you specializing in these days since my information's so out of date?
Chemical research and development.
And what's fascinating?
Not to most people.
Well, I've always been interested in pharmaceuticals and scientific research, those sorts of things. I think they're absolutely intriguing.
Darling, I Dr. Nicholas, I'm sure that's more England if you want an unauthorized summer. She's up there.
You don't have any science, but just get out all the time.
Rick Wallace and Boots never left the lab. They've been in the same spot in the corner.
Told I wouldn't get into trouble.
I can't believe I told you this.
Well, at least you got me here.
It's not going to get you home. You're on your own.
It's just fine with me, too.
I'm so happy that you can make it.
Oh, well, if you never mention an event like this, not even.
No, it's not only certain to bring your beautiful wife up to you. This is an added bonus. I'm so happy you can make it.
If you're off to be invited in person, I can have a join us.
Alex, please. Now, I hope you're not going to be disappointed. It's my little announcement. I mean, after all the fanfare, isn't it?
Why, he seriously does that, Alex. He's fascinated by the publicity leak.
Oh, it's just a good outcome. Look, before I forget, I want you to know that your daughter has been enormously helpful down at the lab. Yes.
We're good. Worked down so many supervision. What she wants to do. On to her own career, which is in graphics and publishing.
Excuse me, sir. No, please.
Oh, thank you.
What, did you plan on trying to ignore me the rest of the evening?
No, like for the rest of my life.
Yes, please. This is not the answer, sir.
There is no us, Kelly. You saw that today.
I've had an obligation to Meison. Did you expect me to keep your secret from him forever?
I expected you to honor your word.
It was fine that I did it. Didn't you see? I was hoping that once the whole vendetta thing was making us, we could have freedom together.
How can that happen, Kelly, when we can't even trust each other? I mean, forget about the broken promises to me. You still believe that I wrote those letters threatening Meison. That's after I swore to you that I didn't.
If it had happened to someone you cared about, you would have reacted the same way.
Just forget it. Leave it, Kelly. Leave it. Now, maybe your father was right. Sit stay away from me.
I thought you were supposed to go to that reception for Dr. Nicholas tonight.
I was, but academics bore me, and so do receptions. Besides, I think the man's a little strange.
Yeah, but aren't they having it at the Orient Express?
Yeah. I mean, Daddy's going to be a little surprised not to see me there, but there should be a big crowd. He won't miss me.
He won't miss you? Are you kidding? You shouldn't be setting stuff like that aside to do stupid stuff like this.
Look, I have responsibilities that I care about. One is to the man I love, the man I'm going to marry. The second is to Brick. I care about him, and even Daddy can understand that. I want to be here.
Guess there's no point in arguing about it.
None. You like the music?
It's not bad.
You want to dance with me?
I thought you'd never asked. Yeah.
The bartender pointed you out. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sylvia.
You're,
I'm the businesswoman you spoke to earlier. Shall we have a seat? Madam?
Yes, well, I have a great feeling that whatever announcement that Alex makes tonight is going to great deal of prestige for your university. Well, we're counting on it, Mr. Catwell. We've already begun to reap the benefits, not to mention the grants.
Well, I can guarantee that anyone associated with my new project will make a great deal of money.
Guarantee?
Guarantee? Excuse me, I've got to leave.
Dr. Nichols, those articles I read about you, They mentioned you were working on some kind of wonder.
Journalists love catchphrases.
And is that what you're working on?
Well, I promise you, Mrs. Atwell, you'll find out very soon, along with all the other people in the room.
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Excuse me. Where are you losing?
Well, I'm out of your league, which could mean anything out of the gutter.
Jeffrey, don't you think this is a rather childish way to behave? I'd like to talk to you.
Or perhaps I don't care to listen.
Not about the two of us. It's about our mother.
I hope you don't think it's a phony concern with your own person. How dare you? You can take deeply for his mother.
I can see you've managed to brainwash your new wife. Listen, I've denied a mother most of my life. You were with her. You knew her. I have a right to know what kind of woman she was.
You gave up any right you had a long time ago.
This is your place to decide that.
Because the last thing our mother would have wanted was for me to tell you one word about her. Maybe tell us that. About what? Maybe Jeffrey is responsible for this threatening matter.
Word about town has it that you two are going to put up bail money for Bliss.
Oh, does that really surprise you, Tenant?
Well, in a way it does. I never thought of you as being brilliant, but I didn't think of that.
Why don't you stay out of this?
Well, actually, my main concern is about you.
Oh, of course it is. That's why you had the judge set a $750,000 bail because of her.
My son has been in jail too long already for something he didn't do.
Well, you see, that's the crux of the problem here, because I got a pantload of evidence that says you did this.
I don't give a damn about your evidence. I know my son.
As I recall, Al Capone's mother said much the same.
How were you at work the mouth? I really would.
So are we in agreement to see or not? Yes? No? I tell you what, I won't put you nearly work on the spot here. I'll give you a different angle. Suppose that another rape does it, same MO, and Brick is behind bars. If he is behind bars, there's a long way to clear. If he's out, well, then he's our number one suspect. He's worked off and worked before. I mean, he's your son. I know how you feel about Lionel. I mean, doesn't like a little bit of doubt creep into your mind concerning this man's citizen?
Imagine, it's just amazing that just to see the sense of a moment.
Excuse me. Now, have your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Many of you have been very kind in expressing an interest in the work that I've been pursuing at the university. And tonight, finally, I can address those issues.
I have a feeling you can give me the name of someone who will be able to help me.
Well, that's possible. Some of those unfortunate girls who do walk the streets attempt to work with me from time to time. Of course, I'm not able to deal with those types. My service deals with very elite, not to mention discreet, A clientele.
Let me spell it out for you. You see, you're not going to have any clientele whatsoever if you don't come across with a name. I mean, you can call it a computer dating service, an escort thing, whatever you want to. The fact is, I know what the service is, and you know that I can shut it down.
Well, for someone requesting a favor, you're certainly not being very civil.
Well, my manners are a little bit strained. What can I tell you? A good friend of mine is facing a prison term he doesn't deserve. On the other hand, I got you over here who... You're breaking the law, and you're proud of it.
The name of the person you want to speak to is a woman named Lanny Lipton. Room 18 at the Royal Court Motor Inn.
Thank you very much. And hold on a second. Thank you. I want you to do me a favor. And tell your girls to be very careful. You see, there have been 3 attempted rapes in the last few weeks in this town, and one of them actually happened.
I will. And thank you for the warning. Oh, and nice to see you again, Eden. I'm sorry. I knew you looked familiar, but how do I know you? Sylvia Potter, Lyman Prep. We were on the same debating team. Sylvia Potter? You were president of Junior Achievement. Well, I always had a good mind for business. Maybe we should do lunch sometime.
so, ladies and gentlemen, you understand that there isn't a person in the room, or in the entire world for that matter, who won't benefit directly or indirectly from this drug that I'm prescribing. Thank you very much.
You're right. Totally fascinating. I want to find out one thing again so I can find out more about it in detail. Oh. Suppose you can learn that. And what if your timetable for getting it perfected for the studio? Soon, but I don't make you set a date soon. What about marketing? I don't know anything about the business, but I'll tell you what, I would appreciate very much hearing your advice. Business.
No, that's so long.
I know it in the beginning, but yeah, don't make me feel pardon.
Very exciting, business.
Now, I hope that the two of you can put the balls aside and continue to work out the lab with me. I mean, there's so much more to be done. And that might take the wonder drug in itself. I might say so. Kelly, you're planning to continue down at the lab with me, aren't you?
Well, yesterday I was. Today, I don't know.
What'd you think?
You feel that man's vocabulary?
Hey, I got a vocabulary. If you shut up long enough, I'll show it to you.
You have any idea how much money he's going to make on that vaccine?
Oh, yeah, but it exists.
What are you talking about? Didn't you hear what he said?
Everyone, including the phrase, not quite successful.
Don't you think he knows what he's talking about, too?
Time travel is not quite successful. You know, I got that jump on the bag. Every time some egghead says this, whipped up some new lyrics.
Well, this just goes to show how sick he can be. Dr. Nicholas is not a con artist like you. So, he's obviously a man of real integrity.
You are incredible. Every time a dollar sign pops up, you get a hat to come down.
Well, you seem to have gotten yourself involved in a prestigious project.
Yeah. Capwell's no doubt will want to invest in it. I don't suggest they try.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of the cheap shots you're taking at the family.
Oh, cheap shot? That was a cheap shot, was it?
If you're not man enough to come out and spell out the reasons for your animosity, you have no right to put us down.
Why don't you try and tell me about my rights?
Sylvia Potter. I can't believe that.
No, I found it very interesting. The two of you learned your business skills at the same place.
I hate my job. I like your job. It's much more interesting.
Oh, my job is only interesting when you're around, pal. Trust me, most days it'd put you to sleep.
You know, there's always something that I wanted to do.
Well, we're alone. I mean, no one's gonna stop you.
Pull out of those red lights, Castillo.
Sorry, Capwell.
What? Don't be such a spoiled sport.
Well, Eden, we're just going to talk to somebody. We can't use the siren. That's an abuse of privilege.
Yeah, well, I bet that's your part of your job you like the most.
What?
Visiting girls in hotel rooms.
Speaking of which, you should have seen the one I visited tonight. I mean, a little too much makeup, but what a fox. And she could dance.
Attention all units, attention all units. A shooting has been reported at the Orient Express restaurant. Cars in the vicinity, please proceed to location with caution.
Oh my God, here's my whole family is there.
All right, I got the gun. Here, come on. Come on, Act.
Are you sure you're all right, man?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I want you to it.
He put me away for 3 years. 3 years in a stinking jail for what? For nothing!
Carl Greiser. You're the one who's been sending those threats, aren't you?
I warned you not to come tonight. I warned you!
Get him out of here till the police come. Take him in the back room.
You all right, son? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Good thing you move as quickly as you do. That was close.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
Jeffrey, you just saved Mason's life. You're going to walk out of here?
Hey, I know. Looks like I screwed things up again, doesn't it? Just when you thought you had me pegged. Kelly, what happened?
Somebody just tried to shoot at Meyson. Jeffrey stopped him.
All right. Meyson, are you all right?
Yeah, the guy's in the back with the 2 guards.
Who was it?
Apparently some man that Meyson convicted back when he was assistant DA.
Did you see Jeffrey?
Yes, he was leaving as I was coming in.
Saved my life. Got to thank him.
Wait, do you have to go now?
Yeah, I've got to find him. Eden, would you drive Victoria home?
Of course.
Thank heaven it makes me honor.
Yes, thank heaven for Jeffrey again. I'm sorry I haven't had the opportunity yet to congratulate during the discussion. But I have the feeling that there was more you weren't saying.
Well, if I'd told everything, then I wouldn't have any secrets left. Every man has to have his secret.
Oh, really?
Just as every woman has hers.
I was terrified for Meyson tonight. I'm glad it gave us this time together. There was something that I wanted to say to you. What is it? Well, it was about what we discussed the other day. My pregnancy. You see, I know the baby is Meyson's, and I believe that. And Cruz does too, beyond a doubt. Is that what you wanted to say? No. It's just that even if the baby were Cruz's, it wouldn't matter. Because we're together now and nothing will break us up.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you feel that way. I wanted to tell you something, too. I love Meyson very much. That's why I married him. I've gotten over my feelings for Cruz.
Victoria, I'm sorry.
No,
I really shouldn't have brought it up.
It's okay, is it really?
Well, it's a moot point anyway because the baby is Meyson's.
Well, yeah, well, I think it's important that we both can say what's on our minds. I don't think that there should be as much of a strain between us as there was in the past.
I agree.
You know, I don't think a few months ago either one of us would have thought we'd be sisters-in-law.
Oh, that's for sure.
But I want you to feel free to tell me, you know, what's ever on.
Oh, you too. I really do. You can talk to me anytime.
Thanks. You know, we're both very lucky. We've managed to find the right man.
Yes, we are lucky.
I guess there can be happy endings after all.
Thank you very much for coming tonight.
Good luck to you.
You know, you certainly throw an interesting party. See you next time for dinner, as we talked.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Get him out of here.
Oh, it's all the excitement's over. Another Capwell snatched from the jaws of death. How about a ride home?
You said you didn't want to drive me anywhere, remember?
Oh, well, I said that in the heat of anger. This is coming from a different kind of heat, you know.
No, thanks. I'll be fine.
What are you gonna do? Work the room down to the last guy? I'll end up with a janitor again.
Might be an improvement on what I've been stuck with lately.
What is this obsession with rich men or potentially rich men?
I don't know. Just seems they can't resist.
Listen, try not to show your fangs right away.
We keep seeming to run into each other.
Yes.
I've got myself in a very embarrassing situation. It seems that I have no ride home. I was wondering if maybe you'd be kind enough to give me a lift.
Well, I think I've got to be off at the lab. I don't know.
Oh, I'd love to see where you work. It'd be like seeing history in the making. I came to apologize.
Forget it.
Jeffrey, wait a second, please. Listen, this isn't easy for me.
Listen, I was wrong. And I'm ashamed that I didn't trust you.
Kelly, I don't want your apology. I don't want anything from you.
I think there are a lot of other things that haven't been resolved between us.
Yeah, because we can't.
Of course we can. We have been inventing reasons to keep apart.
That doesn't make sense, that we would invent reasons to stay apart.
We're afraid.
Of what?
Of each other. And what we might mean to each other if we stop fighting it. Listen, Jeffrey, I'm not a glutton for punishment, but I keep coming back here and going back to the lab to see you. There's got to be a reason for that.
Yeah, but I can't explain it.
We shouldn't try to explain it. There is something that happens with people when they can't explain. And I'll tell you what it boils down to. Is that they're intended for each other.
And you think that's the reason and the case with us?
Yes.
Go away.
Meyson, hi.
Kelly, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here.
Come on in. Go ahead. I'm glad you're here. Jeffrey and I were just talking, and I think that he has proved tonight that he isn't capable of harming you. So what do you think about clearing the air once and for all, you two?
Jeffrey, I've come to apologize for whatever it is I've done to anger you. You saved my life tonight. I don't intend to forget that. I'd like a chance for us to start fresh.
All you have to do is shake his hand, Jeffrey.
I acted out of instinct when I saw that gun. I wouldn't have let that man shoot anyone. The fact that you were there, the target, was just pure chance. It doesn't change a thing, especially my feelings for you, Meyson.
Jeffrey.
I'd like you both to leave here now, please.
Why are you doing this to us? Why?
If you stay right here, I'll be with you in a moment.
So this is where it all happens, huh? It's just fascinating.
I assure you, 90% of it is tedious.
Oh, you're too modest. What are these?
Don't touch that.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. These should have been labeled and put away.
No, I don't blame an artist for being protective of his work.
I've never considered myself an artist.
But you are. I mean, you're a scientist first and foremost, but you must have a lot of creativity. You could never have discovered that new drug.
You really believe that?
Absolutely. I admire powerful people, both men and women, that have accomplished things. I've accomplished things in my life, though no one ever gives me credit for them.
Well, I know how that can be.
Well, I guess we better go.
Gina! There's no need to play the game any longer. I know that you're not the kind of woman to give herself to a man that she knows very little about.
It's quite all right. Where are you going?
Call you a cab. There's certain things in this life that are worth waiting for.
Driving me home, I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Do you want me to walk you back up to your apartment?
Please. I know it's silly, but I still hate going in alone at night.
Oh, Victoria, it's understandable, especially after what you went through.
Well, sooner or later I'll get over it, but I do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Because your purse is down here.
Okay, thanks.